Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Coffee with Melissa. I'm your host, Melissa. Okay, so last week I shared my personal story with you and how I went from anxious to calm by doing some personal experiments with my lifestyle habits, food, exercise, sleep, everything. So this morning, I want to talk more about your willingness to learn. I really feel that when you have a strong willingness to learn, that you're going to go farther in life, and your ability to improve your life is increased. So, obviously, when we graduate from high school or college or whatever the highest level of education you have, it could be junior high, it could be elementary school for all I know. It doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is, after you graduate, continue to learn. The learning does not stop there, okay? Life should be an entire school of learning. We should think of life as school. Lewis Howes, if you're not familiar with him, his brand is the School of Greatness. And I love that. A girlfriend of mine got me hooked on him. She introduced me to him, 6 years ago. And I was like, who's this Lewis Howes guy? And Jules was like, you got to listen to him, Melissa. I think you'll really dig him. And of course, I did. And I still listen to him to this day, but his story is amazing too. So you should check out, he has his podcast, School of Greatness. And anyways, and I love that. I love the name of his brand because it's like, this is life. Life is school. So with that being said, when we are open and willing to learn, we're open-minded about learning new skills, our life improves. So as I've mentioned before in my emails and videos and everything, and those of you who know me personally, my husband and I bought an empty Mercedes Sprinter cargo van, and we're converting it into a camper van, and that we will live in eventually. So we're building it out. So it was empty, it had the floor in it, but we're doing everything. My husband used to build cabinets 20 years ago. So he has the experience with that. He does build stuff for his current job too, but so we're doing the whole build out ourselves. So he is teaching me so much about cabinetry, and there's also a lot that we're learning together. Like we have to deal with the electrical and the plumbing and all that stuff, and he doesn't know about that. I don't know about that. So it's all about learning new skills. And I've been learning how to use a drill. I know how to use a drill, but I'm learning how to use it more efficiently and better. So it's all been really great and a lot of fun. So we really want to, this has been a passion of ours, living in a tiny home. This is going to be our first tiny home on wheels that we're living in. This has always been a dream of ours. So it's really important to us. It was really important to us from the beginning that we do this ourselves, that it's all DIY, it's custom, it's to our specs and everything. And so we both knew we had to be willing to learn, and be open-minded and be willing to experiment with things that may not work and may put us behind on our build, on our time schedule, but be open to it. And be open to learning more patience, which is one thing I'm having challenges with right now with the whole van build, but that's a whole nother conversation. But it's all about trying things and seeing what works and what doesn't work. And as we're going through this process, I'm like, it's really got me thinking, like, this is what your health journey should be like. If you're the type of person who tries Weight Watchers and you try keto and you try vegan and you try this and you try that and you try all these different ones and you just give up after a while. You know, I tried really strict keto and it didn't work for me. I'm just going to go back to eating, the crappy processed food, and eating fast food. I'm just going to give up because it just doesn't work. Well, there are ways that you can be plant-based and personalize it. You could be keto and personalize it. You could be paleo and personalize it. And you could be primal and personalize it. You just have to be willing to do personal experiments, okay? And really pay attention to what works for you and what doesn't work for you. I mentioned in last week's video that, I've tried mostly carnivore, and I've tried keto, and I get really depressed, very depressed when I eat too low carb for an extended period of time. Sometimes on days like when I don't work out, when it's an active rest day, or I'm just really tired because I didn't get a lot of sleep, I will eat very low carb and I'll stay away from the starchy carbs. Just because I know I'm not being active that day, and that I'm okay a day or two, but when it stretches out to a week, my body just doesn't react well to it. So it's all about doing that. So this is where I feel people and my clients, I've witnessed this, I've experienced this with clients, they get frustrated. Oh, keto doesn't work for me. And they make an assumption that keto's like a blanket, one size fits all approach. No. Oh my gosh, there's so many different ways you could do keto. So many different ways. Oh my gosh, there's so many options. And this is where, when you're willing to learn and you're willing to experiment, one key action item is to work with a health coach, work with an expert in whatever field, who's the expert in that. YouTube University is amazing for us. We're going to, the people who have already done van builds, who have done one or multiple builds, it doesn't matter. They're the experts on the van build, so they can give us the advice and we're willing to learn. It's the same thing with health coaching, personal training. If you are willing to learn and you're open-minded, oh my goodness, working with an expert, with a health coach to help guide you through the process will help really just take you up to the next level. I did an online business course back in March, right when the pandemic started. It started right before, and anyhow, it was amazing. It was a group program, so it wasn't one-on-one coaching. However, that was exactly what I wanted at this point. Later on down the road, I will probably hire a business coach to work one-on-one with, but right now the group coaching works amazing for me. And I learned a lot. Every single day I'm writing copy, writing my newsletter, brainstorming ideas for Monday morning coffee videos, anything. I'm always referring to my B School notes, always referring to them, because that is helping me. Those notes that I took are really helping me, create the most valuable content for you, and really upgrade my online self-paced program, my group coaching program, and my one-on-one program. And it's really, really helped me just level up my business, level up my content, level up, how I coach people, and really level up like my why. Like, help me come up with new amazing ideas on how I can help you guys, and how I can help this world, our society, become healthier as a whole and make better, healthier lifestyle choices. And so it's just amazing. And a lot of that is I went to Marie Forleo's website because she's the expert, you know, and she's really pushing me, and not directly because I don't speak with her one-on-one, but she just inspires me, and I feel her need, and I love her expertise. So I heard this quote years ago in Mary Kay from a top sales director. Never take advice from someone you wouldn't trade places with. Wow, so powerful. Never take advice from someone you wouldn't trade places with. So I'm not saying that you guys all want my life, you know, if you approach me for health coaching or personal training, but I've been in your shoes before. I know I haven't been in your exact shoes, but I've been there before with anxiety and depression and the challenges that all comes with it. I've been there. I've lived it. I've lived with it my entire life. So anyways, with that being said, I want you, we make changes and we grow. We make big lifestyle changes when we grow. We improve our health for the better when we're willing to learn. We're open to learning new things. And even sometimes, like I mentioned last week, you know, I'm going to be 40 next year, and, you know, my hormones are changing and I feel it. I totally feel it, but it's like, all right, how can I learn more about this, what my body's going through, and how can I make changes to it? You have to be flexible. Have to be flexible. And I hear a lot of that when I do market research, like so many programs are not flexible. They're set in stone. Well, there are ways to, if there's a cookie cutter program out there, I probably would not recommend it. And I'm not going to bash on anyone who creates products like that, but we're all unique and we all have different needs. So anyways, I want you to ask yourself, are you willing to learn? Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to learn more about what a healthy lifestyle looks like for you? If you are, I'd love to chat with you. Email me, melissa@honeybee.kitchen. You could go to my website under the services page. I'll make sure I put a link in the description below. If you want to just set up a time to chat for 15 to 20 minutes on the phone with me, and we could kind of get to know each other, I could learn more about your health goals, and then I'll tell you if we're a good fit or not a good fit. Either way, it doesn't matter. I just want to help people. So, and I want to help people who are open and willing to learn. So, all right, guys, enjoy your day, and I will talk to you later. Cheers.